So when you go through our corridors, you see pupils who are down to earth, they're grounded, there's clearly a great deal of diversity, and our staff body also represents that diversity of our pupil body. So it just feels very, very different to most of the independent schools. We really, really believe in the value of co-education, and here you get to see these amazing boy-girl friendships that develop over the years, so that by the time they end in sixth form, they've got some really strong friendships, and they learn from each other. They see each other's similarities, they see each other's differences, and they get to grow up together and be part of that journey together. And that's something I think that is a really unique and special thing. They just take it as read now that the boys and girls are equal, that they're all together. I think we're really, really lucky. I see the new Year 7s come in every year on the first day, and touch wood, we don't get any tears actually. And I think part of that is they are so well prepared. They come in for the entrance assessments, open days, and lots of events to find out about the school. They really know the school inside out, they know where everything is. And then we move on to the formal events that prepare them for life as a Year 7. We have an induction evening that they come to in June, and they get to meet their new form class, meet their teacher, because it's still really important in a secondary school to have that one teacher who's really looking out for you. Here at St Dunstan's, we really try to balance the academic side with the wellbeing side, and we see both as equally important for students to thrive and be happy. We decided to set up the Stewart and Usherwood curricula to address a need that we thought was really there in schools for someone to take PSHE and make something groundbreaking and forward-thinking from it, rather than seeing it as the last thing to fill on the curriculum. So that's why we employ teachers who are going to specialise in that education, and we give them enhanced training. So just as with your English or your maths teacher, you're going to have a teacher who really cares about the subject, who's really well informed about it, and tries to bring the absolute best out of you. We teach them about relationships, we teach them critical thinking, and so one lesson they could be learning about fake news, they could be learning about problems with misogyny in the media. It's a really broad curriculum that prepares them for all the stages of their life. Whereas in our Usherwood curriculum, we're really looking at what's happening internally. So we're looking at mental health and resilience, how to build those 5 pillars of mental health. So connecting with the community, for example, we teach the students mindfulness or yoga. And we also teach them about neurodiversity and make sure that they can really understand each other. Because students, teenagers, are primed to learn, to make new connections. That's what their brains are doing at this age. And a happy, fulfilled child is achieving well in their lessons. The well-being part is really providing the balance. Part of that is our 4-part curriculum that we're giving equal weight to the other areas of school life, so the co-curricular life. We really teach them to take ownership for their well-being. They can do all sorts of things alongside their academic endeavours, whether that's making music, whether that's creating, whether that's taking part in physical activity, or just enjoying the outdoors of our magnificent site. It's really about teaching them to balance all of those different areas of their lives. The majority of our students do choose the Russell Group traditional university route, but not all of them. We have huge success with students going on to art foundation courses or music conservatoires. It's about preparing them to be flexible, to be open to change, to be willing to take their career in new directions. We have an obligation to prepare them for that world in terms of destinations, university, employment, but also in terms of happiness, thriving, being able to set up personal relationships that fulfill them, and being able to be flexible and understand that, we're not entirely sure what life will look like in 30 or 50 years' time, but we want to equip them with the skills, both academic and personal, to be able to navigate that.